greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw that got off to a hot start. What did you think about the show, Matthew?
So you think the show got off to a hot start? I think it did, and I think it ended hot too. Let's talk about a hot start. They don't have a hot start for Fastlane. We really have no build up to it. I don't even think a match is even scheduled for Fastlane, and it's in just a few weeks. I think we kind of got an outline a little bit of what's going to happen, but they didn't announce anything yet, which is okay because we're all kind of promised about some majority of the matches we may be seeing. Hot start to the show, Dominic and Cody, verbal exchange in the ring, and then it led to their match. Finn Balor and Priest showed up, lending support for Dominic. Good match with Cody Rhodes and Dominic. It wasn't a squash. It was a quicker match with the crossroads to Dominic. This was cool, but I see what they're trying to do. We've had Dominic, Mysterio, and Cody face before. It's nothing incredible. I don't know. It didn't make Dominic look the best. Cody overcame, I think, an interference by Balor. But you know what? It's Cody Rhodes. He needs strong booking, and he got that. Strong booking. I don't even think they intended this match to be this good. It's Kofi Kingston versus half the Viking Raiders, Ivar.
This was fantastic.
Oh my God. Dude. So this was a match I actually wasn't home to watch. I ran down the street quickly, but I get back and I see Twitter buzzing on it. It was really, really good. That combat power and just agility of Ivar with Kofi Kingston's, I guess you could say, high flying,
Athleticism,
athleticism. It could have been like a throwaway match, you know what I mean? But they turned it into like a David versus Goliath. Really, really good match. We could talk about it for hours, but I say just go watch a quick snippet of it on YouTube. Kingston, I think he took a win with the Trouble in Paradise. Great performance by both men. Definitely an A+ match there. Valhalla was with Ivar. It just really didn't do anything for me, but I guess I get why they put her out there, whatever. And then what do we have? Shinsuke Nakamura segment versus Ricochet. Seth Rollins attacks Nakamura before his match against Ricochet. Adam Pearce and all the security members come out, preventing the champion from getting to Shinsuke. This was a good match. It was aggressive at first. These two have known each other for years and years and years. Shinsuke and Ricochet, I'm talking about.
Back to their NXT days.
I think, their chemistry was good, and it certainly showed tonight. A nice stop from Ricochet onto Nakamura with using a steel chair, getting himself disqualified. So Shinsuke Nakamura wins by disqualification, right?
Yes. I really like this, to be honest, because he got Ricochet involved in that main event scene. Who knows? Could he be a future challenger for Seth Rollins in that World Heavyweight Championship? But it made Shinsuke look good. I think all parties looked very well in this match. And I think the DQ for once was actually the right call.
So since it was Ricochet who, in quotes, hit Nakamura, starts yelling with the ref until Nakamura then takes him out with a Kinshasa. So an exclamation point to end that match, which was set out as a DQ, but another exclamation mark on that. And if you think we can add another exclamation mark onto this segment, you're wrong. Rollins tries to attack Shinsuke, but Nakamura went after his injured back, taking him down, throwing him onto that one, I think a steel chair that was in the middle of the ring that was used in the match to cause Shinsuke to take the W by disqualification. Rollins was playing an injury very well. They brought him backstage. We had a whole fiasco with Rollins backstage. We'll get a little more to that later on. I like how they're booking this. You know what I mean? They're keeping that Rollins and Nakamura feud. They're starting it again, but they're using that back issue, I guess you could say, story. They're kind of picking up where they left off again, but it feels fresh. All right.
Absolutely.
Fresh, I guess you could say, is what we got next, and then what we got after. It's fresh, but it wasn't fresh from last week. So Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, your women's tag team champs, not really feeling it just because it's so random. But Chelsea Green and Piper, they both deserve titles against, I think it was the team of Baszler and Zoe Stark. This was a pretty good match. I mean, I can't really talk much about it. You know, these four women, they're incredibly talented. But I think Niven kind of helped Chelsea Green take advantage of I guess you could say, gaining this upper hand until Nia Jax comes out of nowhere, attacks Piper Niven and Zoe Stark, causing the match to end, and obviously a no contest. Nia Jax locking the women's division down, basically dominating everybody. The whole women's locker room is basically locked down from Nia. The way she was talking on camera, I just don't take her serious, and I don't give a damn for her. But it's honestly just funny to watch her on television. I think they're gonna have Jade Cargill come and basically face to face with Nia Jax. Hey, there's nobody stronger than me. She took out Rhea Ripley. Okay, we got that. We don't want to make Rhea look too weak. Keep her off TV for maybe a week or two. Build up this Nia Jax force, right? And have Jade Cargill come in and go face to face with her. And that's going to be Jade's first match on the main roster at Payback. Hopefully, maybe they'll do that.
Absolutely, I agree with you. It could be a potentially good match. There's so many good matches for Jade if she does make the jump to WWE, and I think it's more likely than not. So we'll just have to wait and see.
No, she will. She'll be here in a few weeks. I know it. The way they're as what I'm hearing, they're very high on her, and they're getting creative decisions going immediately. They haven't gone this quick on a star like this in a while, who just came from another company, basically a new signee. Backstage, Gable and Bronson Reed moving forward, confrontation leading to Adam Pearce booking them in a match because Gable thinks he still deserves another opportunity at Gunther's Intercontinental Championship. Bronson Reed kind of wants to change that. Bronson Reed took a clean win over Gable, okay, with a nice tsunami. So considering Gable is trying to get one more shot at the championship, it doesn't make sense to have him lose here, but Bronson Reed couldn't lose an opportunity. He couldn't afford to take an L, to be honest with you. And I don't know what they're going to have going on. Maybe they'll have, a triple threat. That's what I was thinking. Gable, Bronson, and Gunther at Fastlane for the Intercontinental Championship. But then we cut to Ciampa backstage, right? And what does he say? He says he's coming for Gunther. So I don't know what they're doing. They really put us in a loophole there. I'm curious what they're going to do. I have a few ideas and I could talk about them, but I kind of want to keep things rolling. But maybe make it a fatal four-way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then maybe give it to, Ciampa and then give it to Bronson Reed and then, I don't know, play hot potato with it. I hope they wouldn't, because Gable should have won it, should win it at Fastlane. I don't know what they're doing, but we could talk about that for hours. And then we have a Becky Lynch Open Challenge for the NXT Women's Championship after winning it this past Tuesday against Tiffany Stratton. Who answers it? I know Jade was in Orlando. I knew it. And I was like, you know what? But it's WWE. Maybe they threw a plane right down to Florida and they said, hey, get on this plane quickly. Come over to here in Utah. It's only a 2-hour ride, and come on Raw and face, Becky Lynch. And I would prefer it would have been the Nia Jax spot, and I think that's what we're going to stick with because it was Natalya who came down. Becky Lynch took a clean win over Natty. Looking kind of sad in the corner after her loss. Maybe it'll lead to something, because I know WWE officials, higher-ups are still high on Natalya. So we'll see. But that's something we needed, I think. Becky Lynch is a hard-working champion, and she's here to defend it day in and day out, like Seth Rollins does. It's not every week, but it's damn more than Roman Reigns. All right, let's move things forward. Before actually McIntyre faced Jey Uso in the main event, Jey Uso was approached by Priest backstage discussing the idea of Jey joining the Bloodline. Priest used the idea of recruiting Jimmy to get inside Jey's head. So, Jey's got some thinking to do. He needed an answer by later tonight, and we have about 15 minutes left in the show. Main event time, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre. Judgment Day got all out, got hot and heavy. I think it started with Damian Priest jumping onto an apron, closing out this segment before this match could end in hopefully Jey Uso's favor. McIntyre was stunned in the corner. Damian Priest telling Jey Uso to do the right thing, join the Judgment Day. Looks like Uso was about to go attack Drew in the corner from the opposite side of him, but he actually super kicks Damian, then super kicks Finn, and then Dominik, who all jump on the apron. And then a Claymore by, I think it was Drew, very quickly for the win there. Good main event. Drew McIntyre stood tall. Judgment Day went to I think it was attack immediately. Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre kind of leaves him high and dry up on the ramp. I get a Drew McIntyre heel turn. That's how they're doing it. They're not doing it immediately, but they're building it up slowly. And tonight was kind of that turn that we really needed, because I wasn't sure. I was low-key hoping it would be Riddle and then Drew McIntyre would join him, but I know that wasn't going to happen. It ended up being Cody Rhodes coming out, and him and Jey Uso stood tall. Cody Rhodes coming to the save with Jey. I like that, keeping it fresh, keeping it hot and heavy. Can't complain there, but that was a wrap to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, absolutely. Great show tonight. I really like the main event with Drew McIntyre standing tall in the main event. It was good to see him pick up a win in the main event match. And yeah, Jey and Cody looking strong in the ring, standing tall against the Judgment Day, keeping that Judgment Day storyline with Cody fresh. And overall, good backstage segments, great matches tonight. And yeah, other than that, let us know what you guys thought about the show. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you Saturday with a SmackDown recap. Until then, peace out.
Hasta la vista.
This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.